Well, tree, it's finally time to be cut down. Oh, wait, what do we have here? Oh, hello. Okay, all right. Well, this can only mean one thing. Right this way, my friend, right this way. There we go. Where are you going? Let me grab that, and thank you. You look lost. Is that what you're looking for? Oh, okay. He doesn't care about it. Well, something tells me that this wolf does not like my sheep pen. His eyes keep flickering. He's doing that mad dog look. That's all right. We'll have to make a new friend before he. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was a close one. You can come with me for now, buddy. Just sit right there while I go ahead and take care of business. All right, tree. Like I was trying to say, time to be cut down. Before we get started, a large portion of my viewers are currently unsubscribed. So if you like what you see and you enjoy my videos, consider subscribing. It's completely free and you'll even be notified whenever I upload a video. There we go. That should be good. Hello and welcome, my friends, back to the Minecraft Let's Play. My name, of course, is System Z, and I am chopping trees like nobody's business. Even though I've only chopped down one tree. But you know what? That makes me a skilled certified lumberjack if I've ever seen one. Today, we are going to do a mix and match sort of thing by building and also probably getting more netherite. I mean, you know the drill. At this point, we really need to just get a full set of netherite already. We've got boots, we've got a couple of tools. I think we could probably get a couple more on our hands. After all, the nether is only one portal away, so we could easily get started on mining that. But before we do that, this squid is dying. Let's save him. Oh my god, please get in the water. Please get it. Well, yeah. As I was saying, before we do that and go to the nether, we have got a ton of gold, and I wanted to show you exactly how much I ended up getting from last episode. Nether gold is extremely available, and as you can see, we have definitely got a nice flow of it now. If only it was the same for diamonds, and netherite for that matter. But alas, that is merely just a dream at this point. This player certainly will not have enough netherite because of all of the building that I need to do. Unless, using the power of editing, I can not only build, but also go to the nether and get netherite. I think that is what we'll do. Watch out, ancient debris, because I am headed straight your way. In the meantime, why don't we grab a couple of building materials so that we can build our next big project. Ooh, there we go, ancient debris, and the first of many. So, what exactly are we building today? That, my friends, is the question of the episode, because truth be told, I have no idea. Well, I do. I know what we're building. I just don't really know what it's going to be used for. I do know, however, that it's going to need a lot of dark oak wood and even more brown mushroom blocks. I mean, honestly, this block has probably become my absolute favorite to build with, but that's not all we'll need. We're also going to need spruce wood, and last but certainly not least, we're going to need to turn these warped stems into good old-fashioned warped planks, which I guess aren't really old-fashioned. They're brand new. And that, my friends, is everything we're going to need for today's project. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, it's time to finally start this build. In the next step, no, I'm kidding. We're gonna go ahead and get started now. And I know what you may be thinking. Can you please tell us what you're building at this point? If we're going to be invested in this episode, you may as well go ahead and spill the beans. Well, I don't want to spill the beans, because eating beans off the floor is gross. But I'll tell you what we're building. So we are going to be building a traveling villager cart house. There's really not a name for it. What can I say? But it's gonna be good, I promise. You're gonna want to steal this design and use it on all of the public servers and impress your friends. Trust me, it is going to be amazing. Because for this build, we're not stopping at any corner. We're doing fantastic new techniques. I mean, look at these gigantic wheels. This place is ready to roll. But not just yet, because, you know, we got to build the house on it. Speaking of the house, it's going to be made up of two parts, 2 stories to be specific. And as you can see, we've got the pillar set for the first layer. The next layer is going to be on top. But before we do that, we need to start filling in the walls, which of course are going to be made up of my new favorite block, brown mushroom block. We're going to go up 3 layers with this, and on the very top, we're going to make sure to get rid of the side. That way we got something nice to look at. Speaking of something nice to look at, look at that. netherite scrap and 8 of it. We are looking good. I figured I'd go ahead and take a moment to craft these into ingots because we are definitely looking good. I'd like to go to the end soon and fight the Ender Dragon, so this is a good opportunity to get prepared for that. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to get enough materials today to get an entire set of netherite armor, but for now, we're definitely looking good. We'll just go ahead and whip these together. They should keep their enchantments. I do need to re-enchant them though, because honestly, right now, they're not looking too great. But nevertheless, we now have a close to finished set of netherite. Now we just need the pants. Anyways, back to the build, which as you can see is looking mighty fine. I need some scaffolding, but until then, we're gonna go ahead and place some oak planks on top of that. Gotta pick up my mess down there, but first, we'll go ahead and lay these out. There we go, collect it up. You always gotta make sure to clean up your mess, and unfortunately in Minecraft, we don't have any automatic vacuums. And this, my friends, is where things get a little bit dicey, as in we're gonna have to dice up these warp blocks and make some stairs and slabs so that we can finally get to the roof on this bad boy, which is going to go as so. We're gonna cover up this layer of oak planks because who wants to look at them? They're ugly. I mean, look at them. They're grass stained and they're infested with termites. So let's cover them up, at least on that side, because this is where the good part's at. We're gonna basically create an A-frame until we get to this point where we're gonna start using slabs to create a very small slope that just makes it look a little bit better. There we go, and that should look good. Ow, there we go. Looking good. So you can kind of get an idea of how this is going to come together. Now we basically just need to take this all the way over and then start on the top half, which is going to be a little bit harder to explain, simply because it's basically going to interrupt everything we've already done with the roof. It's going to sit very offset on top of what we've already built. So for simplicity's sakes, I imagine it looking a little something like this, which I can definitely say is a nice improvement to what it looked like before without the top half. Now, as you can see, we're definitely missing quite a lot of decorations. Ow. But as you can, I mean, yeah, we're genuinely missing our door. We can't even get in this place. But as you can see, it's definitely coming along. You can kind of get an idea of what I'm going for, and I am incredibly excited to see how this looks once it's all completed. Now, to do that, I'm going to need a bunch of decorations, so I guess I should probably start gathering them. But before we do that, there's actually something that I've been working on that I needed to show you, and I've been working on it for a couple of episodes now. Ever since we built this beautiful structure, I've known that I wanted to do something with this corner. Specifically, I wanted to build a basement because, let's face it, there's really not that many chests in here, and not enough for a builder like me to store all of his building items. So I started building, and I've been building this over the last few days. And it's very simple, but as you can see, we have got ourselves a little bit more of an extended storage room. But that's not all. I've also got a nice mine shaft to lead me down to where I've been mining to get all the precious diamonds and my infamous furnace design, which if you've been watching my Let's Plays for a while, then you've probably seen this one a couple of times. Unfortunately, because I don't have a shulker box, it is not yet complete, but it does work. You can put ore in here as well as coal in there, and the items will eventually come out of here because it's a furnace array and it's hidden below the stone. But that is not all. There is actually something else I've been working on behind the scenes. So let me just grab that. There we go. My friends, this is actually just paper. I know you may be confused. Yes, we still have normal paper as well. Using my resource pack, I've managed to create these custom street signs, and honestly, I love them. Now, whether or not you're gonna love me using them, that could be a different story, but I still wanted to be upfront and show you that I plan on using them, and that could be what I'm building the building we're building today for. That was a weird sentence. So, I actually want to grab this as well as the item frame that is currently hidden in there. There we go. Let's grab that. And one more item. Well, maybe first we should, clear out our inventory. In the last episode, I showed you a data pack that I created, and that book should be right here. This will allow us to easily place this item frame so that we can easily make it invisible. If you missed the last episode, I definitely recommend you check it out. But anyways, we need to grab one more item so that we can finally decorate the exterior of this build, and that is just a couple of bricks. Probably get ourselves some brick walls as well, and I think we are good to go. It may not look like much right now, but I've got some really cool plans for this area. Imagine gigantic mushrooms and surrounding trees that really make this area feel amazing. I have a plan to build a really large mushroom tree that essentially embeds the portal into it, as well as a couple of different giant trees around the place. I think it's gonna look really cool once it's done. And now that I've shown you a little bit more of these extra resources that I've got, I wanted to kind of explain a little bit more of what this building is. And while we decorate, we'll go ahead and do that. So this particular building is eventually going to be housing a special wandering trader that's essentially going to allow me to get the items that I've added via the resource pack. Like, for example, this street sign. I've also got a couple of other signs for a fishing building. Obviously, this is for storage, probably a village, and all of that stuff. Now, I hope you're okay with me doing this, because obviously this is going to really make it a different survival series. But like I said in the beginning, I've got a data pack installed. In fact, I've got quite a lot of them that are really going to make this Let's Play a little bit different than any you may be currently used to. Alright, so I may or may not have just realized that we do not currently have a front door, so that's what I'm working on right now. Wait a minute, I knew I wasn't just hearing noises. A wandering trader has spawned. That is incredible. That is extremely coincidental because this is supposed to be themed heavily after the wandering trader. Come here, guy, I want to see what you got to trade. Of course. Nothing good. Keep trying, buddy. Maybe eventually I'll buy something. But you know what? That's really cool. What are the odds? Well, this feels pretty dangerous. Leave it to me to use a flammable block as a building decoration. I love the way the campfires look when they're unlit as stairs. I just think they look fantastic. And as you can see, this is essentially our entrance. Now, I want to find a place to put this sign, which I'm thinking will go right there. Now, to answer a couple of questions that I'm sure you're going to have, yes, eventually you will be able to download this pack that has all of these signs. As of right now, however, they're not complete. And yes, I also made them myself. I'm incredibly proud of them. I can't reach it. There we go. Looking good. Again, I hope you're cool with me using this. It really doesn't change much. If you logged in and, obviously didn't have the pack, you would basically just see a slice of paper. So, not that big of a deal. But I still think this is a very cool decoration and just something to really set us apart. Well, excuse you, I'm trying to build here. Let's just go ahead and put a couple of decorations. We're gonna get a little plant. Plants always look good. This guy is incredibly rude. What are you looking at? Shoo, get on out of here. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a crafting table. Put that there. One chest there, 2 barrels there, and 1 barrel there. And that is looking pretty good, but there's one more thing missing. You can never go wrong with a good old-fashioned chimney, which we're gonna do that, and there we go, just in time for the sunset. That is essentially a completed build, apart from, all of the decorations on the back and on the sides and the interior. But, for now, I think this is looking pretty good. I think the wandering trader, well, I thought he liked it. I think he likes it. He just doesn't want me to know that he likes it. But yeah, this is looking incredible. Honestly, I'm really happy with the way this place has turned out. And once all of the landscaping and extra decorations around the place are done, it's going to look fantastic. And once again, this is going to be a house to a very special friend that's essentially going to sell us all of these custom items. I'm thinking that we'll probably go ahead and pay emeralds for them. That way it's a little bit balanced and I'm not just getting free decorations. But for now, that is going to have to do it for today's episode. I am absolutely in love with how this world is turning out. It is looking fantastic. We've got a beautiful storage building and a wonderful basement below for all of our workstation needs. And now we've got a wandering trader house. I think this is going to be an amazing world and I'm really excited to bring you along on this adventure with me. But don't worry, eventually we'll find ourselves back in the main world. Once we figure out this whole world traveling business, we'll be in, well, business. But for now, I've got to say, I think we're doing a pretty good job getting acclimated to this new world. It's gonna be kind of sad to see everything go once we do manage to get ourselves back to the main world, but there's a lot of things we're missing out on. Like, remember Phil and Vil? Remember those guys? Yeah, I wonder what they're up to. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing and turning on notifications to be alerted whenever I next upload an episode of this Let's Play, and really any video for that matter. Also, if you're really enjoying it, consider sharing it to your best friend, because nothing is better than watching a show or a series with your best friend. But that being said, my name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.